Hey there, this is Micah from the Vitalist School of Psychospiritual Transformation, and I'm here with you today to answer the question, what is psychospiritual transformation? And so I wanted to start with a quote by a guy named Gabor Mate, and he talks about this idea that in childhood we have these two basic needs, and one is for attachment, and the other is for authenticity. And the problem with that is that our need for attachment is going to always trump our need for authenticity. And so what that means is as we go through our childhood, we're going to look around and ask, what do I need to find belonging with my parents or my caregivers? And we're going to learn to actually perform in a way to get love, to get the support we're needing, and to avoid the painful experiences of our childhood, the things that we're afraid of. And we all go through this process of needing to be socialized, needing to learn how do we fit in with a group, how do we fit in with our family, how do we fit in with the greater community. And so there's this process where we're actually reining ourselves in to find a sense of attachment. And as we learn to perform, as we learn to do the things that make mom happy and not do the things that make dad mad, we disconnect from our actual deepest, most authentic selves. And, you know, we go into our 20s and our 30s, and we are very connected to this part of us that has learned to perform, learned to play by the rules, learn to do the things to gain acceptance. But then we start to realize, man, this is not really working for me very well. And so a lot of the things that we learned in childhood start to feel pretty outdated. While they may have been useful mechanisms for survival in childhood, they're no longer working in our relationships or in our jobs or in our friendships. And so we start to answer the questions, why do I keep doing the things that don't work anymore? And so when we're really diving into psychospiritual transformation, we have to go all the way back to where did these patterns start and why did they start? And it's important not only to work with the emotions and with the mind and with the body, but to work in all three of those domains. And so in childhood, we learned ways that we had to perform, learned ways that we had to act, and oftentimes a belief system formed around that. I need to be a good girl. I need to be a good boy. I always follow the rules. It's not safe to be vulnerable. These are just a few of the belief systems that we could be carrying with us well into our 20s, 30s, and 40s. We also might have had experiences that were so painfully difficult, so emotionally difficult, that we didn't have the capacity to be able to manage those or process those as children. And so some of what happens is we bury those emotions really within our own bodies. And also the same with traumas. We could have gone through some traumatic experiences, and again, at the age of 8 or 10 or 12, not knowing how to process those. And so they get buried in the body and often out of our conscious awareness. And so the process of psychospiritual transformation is really helping people understand what are the core beliefs that you brought in with you from childhood, what are the emotions that haven't been felt or integrated, and what are the traumas that you experienced. And as people can become more aware of these habitual patterns that they have in their life, they also get an opportunity to start to be in choice. They get an opportunity to ask, do I want to keep acting this way? Do I want to keep believing this? Do I want to keep showing up in these same patterns? And as we do this work, and it can be difficult and painful work, there really is a coming back to the authentic self, the part of the person that was lost in childhood. And so as a practitioner in the Vitalist School, we learn not only to do this work and to hold safe space for clients to work out their emotions and their belief systems and the energies held within their bodies, but also we believe it's incredibly important that a practitioner does this own work within their own life. And so you'll learn to not only do this work with others, but also to find your own transformation so you can be your most authentic self and bring that to the world. So if you're interested in more information, courses or testimonials, a little bit more about what the program's about, you can go to the Vitalist School of Transformation.com. Thanks a lot.